What about Mr. Downtown Ray Melo? You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Monday, February 6, 2023, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Beyoncé set a new record for most Grammy wins of all time Sunday with her 32nd award. The milestone came with the announcement of the award for Best Dance Electronic Music Album for Renaissance. It was her fourth win for the night. Beyoncé thanked her family and for loving and pushing her, as well as the queer community for your love and for inventing the genre. She also won the second award of the night for Best R&B Song for Cuff It, as well as two pre-show awards for Best Traditional R&B Performance for her song Plastic Off the Sofa and Best Dance Electronic Recording for Break My Soul. She wasn't able to accept the second award in person because she was delayed in traffic. Beyoncé led the night's nods with 9. Harry Styles kicked off the 65th Annual Grammy Awards, winning the first award of the night, accepting the statuette for Best Pop Vocal Album for Harry's House. Styles called working on the album, quote, the greatest joy I could ever ask for. He said, this album from start to finish has been the greatest experience of my life. He also won the biggest award of the night, Best Album for Harry's House. Styles said in accepting the award, on nights like tonight, it's obviously so important for us to remember that there's no such thing as best in music. I don't think any of us sit in the studio thinking, what is going to get us one of these? Styles later performed his hit As It Was atop a spinning stage, similar to the one in the music video for the song. As It Was also nominated for Song of the Year and Best Pop Solo Performance. Fellow Brit Adele won Best Pop Solo Performance for her song Easy on Me. She dedicated the award to her son Angelo. The win extends her record for most wins in the category at 4. Singer Lizzo won Record of the Year for About Damn Time. She dedicated the honor to Prince, saying she vowed to make positive music after he died in 2016. Earlier in the night, Lizzo performed the hit along with her song Special. Singer and guitarist Bonnie Raitt said she was so surprised when presented with Song of the Year for Just Like That. First Lady Jill Biden presented the award to her. Raitt also performed with Sheryl Crow and Mick Fleetwood during the In Memoriam segment. They sang Fleetwood Mac's Songbird in tribute to Christine McVie. Country star Casey Musgraves played Loretta Lynn's guitar to pay homage to the legend with her song Coal Miner's Daughter. And Quavo also sang his tribute to the late rapper Takeoff, Without You, accompanied by the Maverick City Music Choir. Bad Bunny opened the show's performance with Después de la Playa, leading a parade of dancers down the aisle at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, who then broke out into a dance party both on stage and in the audience. He later picked up the award for Best Música Urbana Album for O Verano Sin Ti. Host Trevor Noah, in his opening monologue, called Bad Bunny's performance absolutely incredible. You know, every time I listen to him, I get hips I never knew I had. In a unique moment, singer-songwriter Brandy Carlisle's wife, Catherine Shepard, and their two daughters, Evangeline and Elijah, introduced her before her performance of her hit, Broken Horses. The song won 2 awards at the Grammys pre-show earlier Sunday for Best Rock Song and Best Rock Performance. She also nabbed the award for Best Americana Album for In These Silent Nights. Also known for her work in country, Carlisle expressed shock at winning in the rock categories. She said her band had its roots in rock, noting that bandmates Philip John Thansaroff and Timothy J. Ransaroff have never played acoustic before joining her. Country legend Willie Nelson won Best Country Album for A Beautiful Time, but it wasn't in attendance to accept the award. Best Duo Group Performance went to Sam Smith and Kim Petras for Unholy, making the latter the first transgender woman to win in that category. Petras said, this song has been such an incredible journey for me, thanking Smith for their support. The two performed the song later in the evening with appearances by RuPaul's Drag Race winners Got Milk and Violet Chachi. plus an introduction from fellow controversial pop star Madonna. Kendrick Lamar took home Best Rap Album for his album Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and jazz singer Samara Joy won Best New Artist and Best Jazz Vocal Album for Linger a While. During the pre-show event, actor Viola Davis earned the EGOT status after winning the Grammy for Best Audiobook Narration Storytelling Record. She received the award for narrating her autobiography, Finding Me. She now has an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Davis is one of 18 who have ever obtained the EGOT status, joining the ranks of Audrey Hepburn, Mel Brooks, Whoopi Goldberg, Andrew Lloyd Webber, John Legend, and Jennifer Hudson. Davis called the accomplishment such a journey. She won her first Tony Award in 2001 for King Headley II and a second in 2010 for Fences. She won a Primetime Emmy in 2015 for How to Get Away with Murder and an Oscar in 2016 for the film production of Fences. She said during her acceptance speech, "Oh my God, I wrote this book to honor the 6-year-old Viola, to honor her life, her joy, her trauma, her everything." Rapper Kendrick Lamar, who earned the second highest number of nominations at 8, also picked up his first award of the night during the pre-show, Best Rap Performance for The Heat Part 5. Stevie Wonder performed a melody of songs by Berry Gordy and Smokey Robinson, who were named the Recording Academy's Music Cares People of the Year. The Motown hits included The Way You Do the Things You Do, Tears of a Clown, and even Wonder's own Higher Ground, which was recorded with Gordy's Motown Records in 1973. Country star Chris Stapleton joined Wonder's performance on guitar. The Recording Academy presented rapper and producer Dr. Dre with the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award for his philanthropic work. He noted that the award came on the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, which was marked by a melody performance by several legendary hip-hop artists, including LL Cool J, Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, Public Enemy, Run DMC, Salt-N-Pepa, Wu-Tang Clan, Ice-T, Method Man, Busta Rhymes, Fat Joe, Nelly, and Questlove. Dr. Dre asked while accepting his award, "Where would a lot of people be without hip-hop? Be honest." Other performances for the night include Mary J. Blige singing Good Morning Gorgeous, Steve Lacy with Bad Habit, and Luke Combs and his band with Going, Going, Gone. DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and Jay-Z closed out the night with God Did. Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher walked the red carpet Thursday. The 46-year-old actress and 44-year-old actor attended the Los Angeles premiere of their film Your Place or Mine at the Regency Village Theater. Witherspoon and Kutcher were all smiles as they posed for photos together. Witherspoon wore a strapless blue pale plum dress, while Kutcher sported a dark suit and blue shirt. Director Aileen Brush McKenna and fellow cast members Tig Notaro and Griffin Matthews all were in attendance. Your Place or Mine is a romantic comedy following Debbie, played by Witherspoon, and Peter, played by Kutcher, two best friends who realize they might have feelings for each other after they swap houses for a week. Witherspoon discussed the film during Thursday's episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live, saying she and Kutcher sent each other videos every day ahead of filming in an effort to get to know each other better. The actors recall, "We didn't really know each other when we started the movie, so about a month before we started the movie, I FaceTimed him and said, I think we kind of need to get to know each other because in the movie, we've known each other for 20 years. She says, "I was like, every day I want you to send me a video with something about your life, and I'm going to send you a video with something about my life." And so we did. It was really fun. Your Place or Mine premieres February 10th on Netflix, which released a trailer for the film in January. The Mandalorian, The Last of Us star Pedro Pascal couldn't stop laughing in a hilarious sketch he appeared on this weekend's edition of Saturday Night Live. In the segment, Pascal plays a man attempting to tell a story while out to dinner with his friends at a restaurant. SNL player Ego Woodim is sitting beside him trying to cut an incredibly tough steak, shaking the entire table and upending plates and glasses in the process. Pascal kept trying to continue what he is saying, while Punky Johnson, Molly Kearney, and Bowen Yang pretend to eat like nothing is wrong. When Woodim dropped the steak in her lap, then picks it back up and starts sawing at it, Johnson can no longer keep a straight face. Woodim then stands up to get better leverage as she tears at the steak with her knife, attracting the attention of a restaurant staff member who comes over to see if she's okay since some other guests have been complaining about her. Woodim asks, "Oh, because we're black?" causing Yang and Pascal to dissolve into giggles. With them added, we're over here minding our own business. Actually, everything is not okay. Catching the laugh bug herself. There's wine all in their food and all over the floor. You all need to do better. Pascal guest hosted the episode with Coldplay providing the musical entertainment. Woody Harrelson is set to guest host Saturday Night Live for a fifth time on February 25th. The Cheers and Man from Toronto alone will soon be seen in the film Champions and the HBO series White House Plumbers. Singer guitarist Jack White will provide the musical entertainment for the episode of SNL that Harrelson guest hosts. This will also be White's fifth appearance on the show. That 90s Show will return for a second season on Netflix. The streaming service announced Friday that it renewed the sitcom for season 2. That 90s Show is a sequel and reboot of That 70s Show, which had an 8-season run on Fox from 1998 to 2006. The series centers on Leah Foreman, played by Callie Haverda, the daughter of That 70s Show's character Eric Foreman, played by Topher Grace, and Donna Pincotti, played by Lauren Prepon. Kurtwood Smith, Deborah Jo Rupp, Ashley Alderhyde, Mace Cornell, Dee Doy, Sam Morales, and Maxwell Ace Donovan also star, while Grace Prepon, Wilder Valderrama, Mila Kunis, and Ashton Kutcher make appearances. That 90s Show follows Leah as she spends the summer with her grandparents, Red, played by Smith, and Kitty, played by Rupp, in Point Place, Wisconsin, 1995. The official description reads, in 1995, and Leah Foreman is desperate for some adventure in her life, or at least a best friend who isn't her dad. When she arrives in Point Place to visit her grandparents, Red and Kitty, Leah finds what she's looking for right next door when she meets the dynamic and rebellious Gwen, played by Alfred Hyde. That's how That 90s Show premiered on Netflix in January. Netflix is giving a glimpse of the new series Unstable. The streaming service shared a teaser for the comedy series Friday, featuring Rob Lowe and his son John Owen Lowe. In the preview, Lowe and his son introduce Unstable will follow Ellis Dragon, played by Lowe, a famous chaotic tech genius, and Jackson Dragon, played by John Owen Lowe, his fed-up son. Lowe says Ellis Dragon is increasingly unstable, hence the title. He added he's trying to find the meaning in his life. The board of the company is worried about his mental capacity, and the son is the only person who can reach his father. Unstable is about a father-son dynamic that very relatable, but under a really specific lens, which is a father who loves being the center of attention and his son who feels the exact opposite. Unstable premieres March 30th on Netflix. Lowe has two sons, John Owen and Matthew Edward, with his wife Cheryl Burkhoff. And Rice's Mayfair Witches will return for a second season on AMC. The network said in a press release Friday that it renewed the supernatural drama series for season 2. Mayfair Witches is based on the lives of Mayfair Witches book trilogy by late author Anne Rice. The series will follow Rolling Fielding, played by Alexandra Daddario, a neurosurgeon who learns she is the heir to a family of witches. AMC acquired the rights to 18 of Rice's books in June 2021. The network released a first series based on Rice's novel Interview with the Vampire in October 2022. Mayfair Witches premiered on AMC in January and airs Sundays. The show had the #1 new series premiere in the history of AMC Plus and has the most viewed seasons for any series ever on AMC Plus thus far, based on the first 30 days of viewership. Production on season 2 will begin later this year in New Orleans. AMC Network President of Entertainment Dan McDermott said, "We are thrilled with the reaction of this series, especially in the wake of the incredibly strong reaction to Interview. Can't wait to bring the fans second seasons of both series in this rich, vibrant, and expanding universe based on the works of Anne Rice. In a business in which nobody knows anything, we knew we were hoping for in terms of building a television franchise around these remarkable characters and stories. And to see these shows arrive and captivate viewers in the way they have is so gratifying and energizing for everyone involved. And there is so much yet to come." Oscar-winning filmmaker James Cameron has recreated a controversial scene from his classic film Titanic in hopes of settling a long, shimmering debate. Fans have argued that Leonardo DiCaprio's character Jack could have survived in the historic ocean lining sinking if only his girlfriend Rose, played by Kate Winslet, made room for him on a piece of wreckage floating in the icy waters. Instead, Jack sacrificed himself by letting Rose have the lifesaver. He ultimately froze to death. ABC Good Morning America program shared a first look of Cameron's recreating the scene with the stunt doubles for the National Geographic special Titanic 25 years later, which will air on Sunday. The teams of filmmakers and scientists tried 4 different scenarios, with Cameron ultimately concluding he might have lived, but there's a lot of variables. He added, I think his thought process was, I'm not going to do one thing that jeopardizes her, and that is 100% in character. Ghostbusters and the Blues Brothers icon Dan Aykroyd is set to host a 6-part comedic docuseries called A History of the World in 6 Glasses for Fox Nation streaming service. Expected to premiere next January, the show is about where beer, wine, spirits, coffee, tea, and soda came from and how they factor into our lives today. The series will also feature Aykroyd's fellow Saturday Night Live veterans, Jim Belushi, John Lovitz, and Kevin Nealon, as well as Cheers alum George Wendt. It was written and directed by Rob Long, a former executive producer of Cheers. Fox Network president Jason Clarkman said in a statement Thursday, I laughed out loud watching every episode and learned so much about the cultural impact of these iconic beverages. Fox Nation is also the home of Kevin Costner's natural history series Yellowstone 150 and a stand-up comedy special headlined by Roseanne Barr that is scheduled to premiere on February 13th. Pablo Lyle, a Mexican-American known for his telenovela roles, was sentenced to 5 years in prison minus time served after he was convicted of manslaughter stemming from a March 2019 road rage incident. He was also sentenced Friday in Miami for another 8 years of probation and 500 hours of community service for the incident, WPLG-TV and WTVJ-TV reported. The 36-year-old actor was convicted of manslaughter in October for the death of Juan Ricardo Hernandez, a 63-year-old Cuban man who instigated the incident. Lucas Delfino, Lyle's brother-in-law, was driving him and his family to Miami International Airport on March 31, 2019, when he took a wrong exit and cut off Hernandez as they approached a stoplight. Hernandez exited his car near the intersection and punched Delfino's driver's side window, police said. Delfino then got out and began yelling at Hernandez to not bang on his car, but forgot to pull the vehicle into parking. The car began to roll into the street and Lyle got out of the car to try to stop the vehicle. Delfino was able to get back into his car to stop it from continuing to roll forward with the other passengers inside of it, surveillance video shows. Lyle then punched Hernandez, who fell down and suffered a head injury, which he later died from a local hospital. Delfino took Lyle and his family to the airport after the incident, but the actor did not get on the plane because his brother-in-law informed him that police were at his door and was arrested. Lyle's attorney, Bruce Lair, argued that his client made a 3-second adrenaline-filled mistake and is not a criminal. The actor delivered a tearful apology to Hernandez's family during the sentencing hearing on Friday, saying, I can only imagine the pain of losing a loved one, someone that's important, especially in a situation like this. Speaking in English, Lyle added that he hoped the sentencing would bring Hernandez's family closure and that he was very sorry for the pain that he has caused. Lyle said, Mr. Hernandez lost his life because of something I did, something that walks with me, that haunts me when I go to bed and is still there when I wake up. I never wanted any of this to happen. I never in my wildest dreams thought that something like this could have happened, that a life could be lost and so many others affected so drastically because of one punch. Lair's wife, Ana Araujo, also delivered a statement at the hearing Friday in Spanish, which was translated by a court translator, saying that after the incident, Lyle struggled with vomiting and couldn't believe that this gentleman had passed away. Lair says Lyle's conviction will be vigorously challenged on appeal. He is innocent. He didn't break the law. In the state of Florida, he was defending his family, but the sentence was fair based on the judge's consideration of what we presented to her. Actress Melinda Dillon Died January 9th according to obituary submitted to the Neptune Society cremation facility by the Dillon family. The other reporter was the first to post the news on Friday. She was 83. Dillon had screen credits dating back to 1963 and even one earlier short film in 1959. She endeared herself to a generation of young fans as Ralphie Parker, his mother in The Christmas Story, and the mother whose child is abducted by aliens in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Dillon received Oscar nominations for her roles in Close Encounters and Absence of Malice. She, since retiring from acting in 2007, she did not reprise her role in last year's A Christmas Story, Christmas. Julie Haggerty took over. Dillon's final role that year was the 9/11 drama Reign Over Me and the TV series Heartland. So this is SOS's number one album in the United States for a second consecutive week. Coming in number 2 on the Billboard 200 charts today is Saturday is Taylor Swift's Midnights, followed by Trippie Redd's Mansion Music at number 3, Hardy's The Mockingbird and The Crow at number 4, and Metro Boomin's Hero and Villains at number 5. Rounding up the top tier are Drake and 21 Savage's Her Loss at number 6, Bad Bunny's Un Verano Sin Ti at number 7, Morgan Wallen's Dangerous, a double album number 8, Zach Bryan's American Heartbreak at number 9, and Little Baby's It's Only Me at number 10. And finally, M. Night Shyamalan's thriller Knock at the Cabin is the number one movie in North America, earning $14.2 million in receipts. BoxOfficeMojo.com announced on Sunday. Coming in number 2 is 80 for Brady with $12.5 million, followed by Avatar The Way of Water at number 3 with $10.8 million. Puss in Boots The Last Wish at number 4 with $8 million, and BTS Yet to Come in cinemas at number 5 with $6.3 million. Right up the top tier are A Man Called Otto at number 6 with $4.2 million, Megan at number 7 with $3.8 million, Missing at number 8 with $3.7 million, The Chosen number 9 with $3.6 million, and Fathom at number 10 with $2.7 million. Knock in the Cabin ended Avatar's 7-week reign at the top of the domestic box office, where it earned about $640 million. This weekend's 10 highest performers raked in at about $70 million. And as the entertainment report for Monday, February 6th, 2023. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.